Hello everyone. So it is finally here, my last piece in my new PC build, which I have a video earlier. It's a Core i7 6850K processor paired with a MSI Carbon Gaming Pro X99 motherboard with 32 gigs of RAM and 512 gigabytes of the Samsung 950 Pro SSD, which is a M.2 format. You could check out the video earlier, and this is the last piece in the build. It's my Zotac GTX 1080, the AMP edition. It's not the AMP Extreme because I think it is way too expensive for what it is, but it is the AMP. Its clock frequency is a little bit higher than the reference build, but everything else is as good as it can get. So I ordered it from Newegg and it arrived in 2 days. Okay, and for now it's still scarce, the availability, because I bought it and right after I bought it, this thing just went out of stock. And of course, every manufacturer jacks up the price. I bought it for $669 plus $5 shipping. But when I just checked on Amazon, the price is already lowered to $639. And the good thing is that Amazon, I think, still have some in stock. You could check out the link below and grab yours as quickly as possible, because this thing sells out really quick. Alright, so here's the box. It's a Zotac brand. Zotac is a Hong Kong based company. And of course, this thing is heavy. It's very heavy. Of course, on the packaging, there is extended warranty available, 8 gigs of GDDR5X RAM, the Ice Storm cooling system, the Exo Armor, I think basically just means plastic. Freeze tag, I think it's a software that actually stops the fan. Sorry, excuse me, stops the fan from spinning when the system is not in load. And of course the Zotac Spectra lighting. I think it's RGB LED that is integrated onto the graphic card. So let's open up and see what's going on. First, let's take a look at the back. Nothing special. Okay. Open it. It sure looks really nice. Well packaged. Alright, let's move the big box away. My cat can play in the box. Alright. Open it up. And of course, this is the AMP edition with a slight boost in clock and memory frequency. So it's still going to be quicker than the reference card. A nice second layer black box with Zotac logo. Looks like that. Okay. All right, let's open it. Oh. Okay. All right. The exciting moment. Okay, so there's the looks like a manual and DVDs. I'm quite surprised that nowadays all the manufacturers started to include DVD discs. I mean, it might be a new trend, but to be honest, nobody probably have a CD-ROM or Blu-ray player or any kind of 5.25-inch device in their case now. I have one from a previous build, so I just leave it in my case, but most of the time I think people just go online and download whatever they need. So there's a quick installation guide. I mean, the PCI Express installation, there shouldn't be any problem. Basically, over here it's just a connection guide. I think this thing features, let's take a look inside and see how many ports it have. Okay. menu aside. Very excited. So this thing is not only going to be good for gaming, it's because of its graphic, it's hardware accelerated graphic card. So it's also great for video editing and of course graphic editing. I am a photographer, and with this build, I think it can definitely accelerate the application performance in Adobe Lightroom and Photoshop, which is the two apps I use most. And of course, sometimes I do a little bit of the video reviews, and I'm gonna be using the Adobe Premiere Pro CC to edit and encode some videos, and this thing is definitely gonna help. Okay, of course, it says freeze tech, integrating performance, silence, and efficiency into cooling. Remove before use. And fan will stop spinning in low loads. I'm not sure if it's a good idea to have the fan stop spinning. It's always nice to have a low spinning option, in my opinion, because in reality, if the fan stops and breaks, you never know when the fan is gonna break. So let's take a closer look, and the back plate, let's put it this way, take a closer look. Very, very well built. It doesn't look like a cheap card at all. The back plate looks nice. It's an extra layer of metal, and I believe it sounds like aluminum, so yep. And here's the power boost. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I don't think any other manufacturer have this little power boost thing with the shield on top. So okay, let's take a look at the front. There are two nice large, I think it's 100mm, but I'm not quite sure, cooling fans. And I know their Amp Extreme edition have actually 3 fans, and that card is gotta be huge. I mean, this card itself is already huge enough. Of course, let's take a closer look at what exact material are those made of. Of course, those carbon-looking thingy, it's as soon as you see those in any kind of computer accessories, it's gonna be plastic. It's not real carbon fiber, and it's definitely not layered. In my opinion, plastic is okay, but it's definitely not gonna help in terms of cooling performance. So it's better to have more, I would say, premium aluminum builds into the graphic card. The more the better, but in this case they just added the carbon look on the plastic for, I guess, appearance enhancing purpose. And there's a lot of plastic actually. For the exterior, yeah, it's all plastic. So the exterior, like this entire thing, is plastic. And of course, in terms of heat pipe, not sure if you can see inside. I think it have 1, 2, 3. I think it have 6. I mean, 4 to 6 heat pipes. The only thing I can see is 5. So I know their Amp Extreme have actually more heat pipes than this one, but I'm just hoping that the performance of the Amp edition is the cooling performance is good enough. So I mean, to be honest, I don't even use it for overclocking and things like that, and my case is well cooled, so it shouldn't be an issue. It's just that to me, I think more heat pipes the better, and more fans the better, and of course the larger the fans the better in terms of cooling. And of course, this is not a reference design or the Founders Edition, as they say, which had a blower type motor integrated into the casing. This one is just actually blowing the air outside from all areas, so it actually leaves the heat in your case. So make sure your case have a good cooling system to blow the hot air out of your case. Of course, over here on the On the connector panels, we have three display port and one HDMI, and it's nice they still have a DVI port included. And from what I know, it actually is digital only, so it doesn't have a analog converter. If you actually have a older monitor that needs the analog conversion, you might need a special adapter. But that's not the case for us, since we bought this card for maximum performance, and we'll be using it at the, of course, digital maximum resolution. And I'm gonna post a video later on, actually have this card installed in my case. From my previous video, I'm not actually entirely sure if this card would fit, because my Noctura air cooler is significantly larger than I thought. So we'll see if it actually fits or not. And that's gonna be a separate video coming up. So make sure to subscribe and keep posted. So let's take a look at the accessories, which they don't have a lot. There's only two 8-pin cable. It converts from two 6-pin, I guess, connections to one 8-pin. So that's good if your power supply doesn't have two 8-pin connectors. And this is it, the review for the Zotac GTX 1080 Amp Edition. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section. Otherwise, have a great day.